Amanda, do you mentioned earlier that we might be grieving about something?
Yeah, I'm grieving the loss of the traditional tempeh and Philadelphia cream cheese. I'm grieving the loss. I have nothing against cottage cheese as an institution. What I will say is that, and to be frank, I have never tried cottage cheese, and it's because I look at it and I have feelings about how it looks, and I'm not really like that, but I don't really need to add it to my life. I don't discriminate with cheeses. I don't have an anti-cheese problem. American cheddar, provolone, Munster, Parmesan, give it to me. But I don't that one, I'm like, I don't need it. So I put out a question on my Instagram last week asking for everyone's bagel order. And a fun fact about me, my first job was working in the bagel shop in Queens, New York.
The bagel shop, the one.
Yes, yes. And to this day, this was 20 years ago. It's one of the hardest jobs I've ever had. Had to be there at 5 a.m. making the bagels. Wasn't really allowed very much to make them per se. I was a little young. I think we were doing enough things in there that I probably shouldn't have been a part of. But I've tried every kind of bagel combination. So I'm always curious what other people find joy in when they go to the bagel shop. What do they order? And so you get your regular answers. You get your everything bagel with cream cheese.
That's the one.
That's the one for you?
Or actually, cinnamon raisins where it's at. I really like that one.
Yes, yes. Cinnamon raisin. We have folks who put bacon, egg, and cheese. We have folks who were submitting lox, onion, and schmear. I have a lot of New Yorkers
And New
on.
Jerseyans who are getting that
Hell
Taylor ham,
yes.
egg and cheese, not pork roll, because we're gonna. If you're a pork roll fan, get out of here.
Get
It's it's
immediately
it's
unfollow.
Taylor for ham, and you can fight in my DMs. I'm happy to handle it.
It will be handled. And then I had a few, and by the way, I got like over, for me, this is a lot. Like getting between 50 and 60 responses on something is a lot for me. So I'm like, why am I seeing people respond with cottage cheese on the bagel? So now I'm questioning where I came from.
Everything about yourself.
Everything about, I'm like, wait a second. They have cottage cheese at your bagel store?
They
That's
probably bring
not.
their own.
So then I got some clarifications. People were saying no, and a lot of people not from New York. So I will say that, and not to be elitist, but I'm going to be elitist.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your bagel opinion with a grain of everything but the bagel salt. So I was like, oh, you're making this at home, which now I'm like, I understand. Like you've combined some things you love and you're making it at home. But nevertheless, I'm grieving the loss of tradition.
Yeah, we're grieving here. I mean, like, so first off, big fan of cheese. Not a fan of any cheese that comes from a cottage. So out on
Oh,
that, right? Like, that's. I mean, this name alone, like, I'm not a big cottage guy already, and like, if your cheese is made in a cottage, like, consider me a villa cheese guy. That'd be a little better, like, but not cottages. Like, so I'm out there,
right.
and
Like, or
then
a port cheese, a port wine cheese. I'm here for that as
oh yeah, yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah, because it's made in a port, like where boats are.
Obviously.
Yeah, so starting there, and then you know it's this cauliflower thing all over again, where we took this vegetable and we're like, you know what, it could be everything, and a lot of people are like it cannot, but
It
they're like,
cannot. It
no,
can't be
try me,
everything.
I will turn it into pizza crust, and I'm like, no, you will turn dough into pizza
What are
crust.
you doing in Enoki? What are you doing? She just leave her in her original form.
So I hope we don't go on this. If cottage cheese starts becoming pizza crust, I'm going to lose it. But someone will try.
They're putting it in the oven. That's what I'm hearing from the folks on the talk tick. They're putting it in
The
the
oven?
oven.
No, this is not a cheese that would go in the oven. This is a cheese made for scooping into the
Protect
garbage, right
cheese
into
at
the
all
garbage.
costs. Protect cheese at all costs. We will not allow it. All
Nope,
right.
that's
If
that
you've been
bullshit.
here for it's that's that bullshit. It's 21 minutes in. We salute you. Only the strong have survived. I think it's time we talk about our topic today, which is the anxiety that cottage cheese has been giving